Lowered expectations. So this week might be a good time to lower your expectations for everybody because things aren't going to play out as quickly or going to be as awesome as we expected. So we got the Four of Wands. Next to the Hanged Man, that's kind of like saying we expected to be brought in on like an elephant with like King Ali, with a big parade. That does not happen, which is to say, it's not to say that it isn't going to happen eventually. So whatever it is we expected is still going to happen eventually. That's the Ten of Cups here. However, it's not going to happen right now. It's going to take time. Whatever it is that you guys wanted to happen right now, actually it's going to take a bit longer, and not just to happen, but to transition into. Because death in the Four of Pentacles is like, it's like things kind of, it's almost like erosion. Okay, death in the Four of Pentacles is like how you slowly, how ice slowly erodes away at the landscape, and it changes the landscape. It's not fast. It's like a glacier moving. So whatever it is you expected, it's okay. Like, hold on to it, keep it in your hearts, and just, I know you might be upset because maybe you had an expectation for the eclipse. I think everybody had a little bit of a higher expectation for this solar eclipse than was reasonable, and things aren't going to play out right away. Things never happen right when the solar eclipse happens. There's a field of energy, there's a range of time for events to happen within the solar eclipse. So it makes sense that this week you want to lower your expectations and set more long distance goals. Let's see what the Oracle cards have to say. Again, this is for everybody. This is collective energy, all signs. Okay, interesting. So we have cold. That's the first card that came out, and on the bottom we have 0. So things did not happen. It's like you expected something good to happen, nothing happened. However, here's the saving grace of it all. Stuff's still on deck to happen. We've got Leo and the Skull and Crossbones with the sword. It's gonna take time for the thing to happen. Because it might even take a moon cycle, because we have the moon here. So you might be off with your expectation by a moon cycle, which is like half a month or a month, depending on which cycle, right? New moon to new moon, or new moon to full moon. So it might be a timing thing. So your expectation might not be met based purely on timing. So just keep that in mind for this week, everybody. Let's see what we can get for advice for you guys, for everybody. I have advice for the collective. Oh, all right. So this is getting interesting. So don't be upset that nothing happened, and there's a reason nothing happened, because the time period that we're in right now is not the time period for things to happen. It's the time period to put in the magic, to put in the intention, the magician, and the magic will appear later on at a later date. 8 of Cups. So the basic principle behind any magic, if you've done any ritual work at all, is that when you do any kind of a spell, you do it and then you forget about it. And you don't tell anybody about it because you want to leave it at its maximum energy at the moment that you left it. And every time somebody thinks about it, they might be meddling with it, including yourself. So you don't think about it. 8 of Cups. And that's what this is saying. It's like, this is the time to manifest. This is the time to put in your intention, and then forget about it for a while. And it's going to take a little while for it to manifest. Advice. So continuing the advice from the Oracle cards, it might be frustrating to not know what's going to happen, to not get any information. Actually, I've got the 0 in the book. That's like being left out of the loop on the circumstance or on the info. And then looking at the Manticore with the cave down here, and then Virgo. Whew, this is complex information. Virgo in the cave is, man, it's like complicated math. It is like complicated, or lots of data. And with the Manticore, this is part of the reason why there's a delay, is because the frustration and the delay is inherent in the complexity, and the complexity and the details are part of the things that you don't know, that you're even not aware of. So, if you were expecting to get a promotion, well, it's way more complicated. The bureaucracy around it's way more complicated than than you expected. Maybe your HR department is effed and they get their heads up their asses and there's politicking. It's more complicated than you expect, whatever it is. All right, so really, don't give up, guys. It is just a matter of timing. Hold true to your positivity, because I feel like you guys have good expectations, positive expectations, and stay positive. Stay on your vibe right now, and don't let whatever happens this week or around the solar eclipse, which is probably nothing, kind of derail your positivity. And so keep your focus and put in your intentions now. All right. That's going to be it. Collective, thank you guys for being here. If you want to see more videos, don't forget to follow the channel.